Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Car Future Wheelz, the channel where we take you into the next generation of automotive design, performance, and technology. Today we're diving into a detailed look at the 2026 Toyota Tundra SR5, one of the most talked about trucks in its class and a model that has become a cornerstone for Toyota's pickup lineup. The Tundra has always been about reliability, strength, and durability. And in 2026 Toyota has taken those foundations and layered in refinement, smarter technology, and a sharper sense of design to compete in a very demanding market. If you're interested in full-size trucks that blend ruggedness with everyday usability, this is going to be a review you'll want to stay tuned for. The first impression of the 2026 Tundra SR5 is all about presence. When you stand in front of it, you immediately notice how bold the front end has become. Toyota has reshaped the grille to be even wider and more commanding, with horizontal bars that stretch from one headlight to the other, giving it an almost armored look. The SR5 trim traditionally balances work truck practicality with comfort, and you can see how the designers wanted it to look approachable but still powerful. The headlights are slimmer than before and feature a more advanced LED setup, not only for better visibility but also for that modern signature lighting style that you can spot from a distance. Depending on the package, you might also find optional fog lamps neatly integrated into the bumper, which itself looks muscular with strong sculpted lines. It's the kind of front fascia that communicates strength without going over the top. When you step around to the side, the proportions of the Tundra SR5 stand out. Toyota has worked to refine the body lines to look aerodynamic without taking away the truck's bulky stance. The wheel arches are squared off and pronounced, ready to house either standard 18-inch wheels or available larger alloys that give it an even sportier, more aggressive profile. The SR5 trim is right in the middle of the lineup, so while it doesn't come with all the luxury chrome accents you'd see in higher trims, it does strike a nice balance of practicality with subtle touches of style. You'll notice black mirror caps, body-colored door handles, and a clean shoulder line that runs along the length of the truck. The side steps, if you opt for them, are tucked close to the body to keep the look neat but still add convenience for climbing in and out of this tall truck. The cab configurations remain flexible, with double cabin crew max setups available, depending on whether you prioritize cargo bed length or rear passenger comfort. Walking to the back, the Tundra SR5 keeps things straightforward but functional. The tailgate is designed with a dampened mechanism, making it easier to open and close smoothly without slamming down. Toyota has continued offering the power release and optional power up and down functionality, which is a real convenience if your hands are full. The taillights mirror the modern LED signature found in the front, with vertical arrangement that sharpens the truck's overall look. The rear bumper includes integrated steps, a feature truck owners love, making it easier to reach into the bed. Speaking of the bed, Toyota continues to use its composite bed material that resists dents, rust, and scratches far better than traditional steel, and you also get a range of tight down points and power outlets depending on configuration. For anyone planning to tow, the SR5 provides a built-in hitch receiver and wiring harness, with towing mirrors available as an option for maximum visibility when hauling heavier loads. Now let's step inside, because the interior of the 2026 Tundra SR5 has seen some important refinements. When you step into the cabin, you immediately notice how Toyota has worked to balance comfort with practicality. The seating materials in the SR5 are durable yet soft to the touch, with cloth upholstery standard but available Softex synthetic leather for those who want something a bit more upscale and easier to clean. The driver's seat offers power adjustability, and the steering wheel feels substantial, wrapped in a material that provides a firm, confident grip. The dashboard design is more streamlined compared to older generations. Toyota has really leaned into a horizontal layout that creates a feeling of spaciousness, and in the middle sits the updated infotainment system. For the SR5, you'll find an 8-inch touchscreen as standard, but many buyers will opt for the available 14-inch unit, which is one of the largest screens you'll find in a full-size truck. The interface is responsive, supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and the navigation is much quicker and cleaner than in older models. Storage inside the SR5 cabin is well thought out, with deep door bins, a large center console, and multiple cup holders that accommodate everything from a coffee mug to oversized water bottles. Rear passengers get plenty of legroom in the Crew Max configuration, making long trips comfortable for families or work crews. There's also underseat storage in the rear that adds to the truck's versatility. Technology continues with features like a digital gauge cluster that displays customizable information, available wireless charging, and USB-C ports scattered throughout the cabin. Toyota has also included its latest audio system in the SR5, which, while not as premium as the JBL upgrade available in higher trims, still delivers clear and balanced sound for music and podcasts on the go. Under the hood, performance is where the Tundra SR5 shines in a practical sense. Toyota has done away with the old V8 engine from earlier generations, instead focusing on a twin-turbocharged 3.4-liter V6 engine that produces impressive power. In the SR5 trim, you're looking at around 389 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque, figures that not only surpass the old V8 but also provide better fuel efficiency. The engine is paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission that shifts smoothly and is responsive whether you're accelerating onto the highway or towing a heavy trailer. For those who want even more, Toyota continues to offer the iForce Max hybrid version of this engine, which adds an electric motor for a combined output over 430 horsepower and more than 580 pound-feet of torque. That hybrid version is a game-changer if you want both power and improved fuel economy, especially in city driving conditions. Handling has been tuned carefully as well. The Tundra SR5 rides on a coil spring rear suspension instead of the older leaf spring design, giving it a smoother ride and better handling over uneven terrain. On the road, it feels stable, and while it's still a large truck, Toyota has tuned the steering to be precise enough that it doesn't feel cumbersome around town. Off-road capability remains strong, with selectable drive modes, available four-wheel drive, and options like skid plates and all-terrain tires if you want to venture off the pavement. Towing capacity for the SR5 tops at around 12,000 pounds when properly equipped, and payload capacity is also competitive within this segment, making it a real workhorse. Safety is another area Toyota emphasizes, and the 2026 SR5 continues to come standard with Toyota Safety Sense. That means you get adaptive cruise control, lane departure alert with steering assist, automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and road sign assist. These features aren't always standard on other trucks, and Toyota makes sure even the SR5 trim includes them, which is a huge advantage for drivers who prioritize peace of mind. When it comes to pricing, the 2026 Toyota Tundra SR5 aims to deliver strong value. Starting prices hover in the mid-$40,000 range, depending on whether you go for the double cab or Crew Max configuration, and adding options like four-wheel drive or the hybrid powertrain pushes it higher into the $50,000s. Compared to rivals, it remains competitive, especially considering the standard safety features and Toyota's reputation for reliability. Resale value is another key factor, as Tundras typically hold their value very well compared to some other full-size trucks. That wraps up today's review on Car Future Wheels. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Toyota Tundra SR5, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more future-focused car reviews, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Say, do you think the new Tundra SR5 is enough to sway buyers from other big-name trucks like the F-150, Silverado, or Ram? We'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching, drive safe, and we'll see you in the next one.